Alrighty, gonna be getting this started. We probably will have a camera for the 24, or not for the 24 hour, I'm sorry, for the pre-release event. I was thinking of 24 hours because of the last 24-hour thing we did was with the pre-release event. But anyways, yeah, we're probably going to be streaming the event for 12 hours. I'm thinking I'm going to want to do 8 and then take a bit of a break, sleep, hang out with Eva, all that good stuff, and then come back and stream the last 4 hours of the event just as like a wind down, if you will. So first 8 hours will probably start around 10:45, 11ish on Wednesday, and then go all the way through till 7, 8 o'clock. Take a little bit of a break. Eva will get off work. We'll have dinner. We'll go to bed, and the next day I'll wake up real early and get started. So whether you're gonna be there Wednesday or Thursday, I hope to see you out, and yeah, we'll try to have a good time. For today, since the internet's been so buggy and fucked here recently because we had a big storm roll through and it shut everybody's power off and shut the internet down and did a whole bunch of shit. I haven't really had time to record a whole lot, and I haven't even had time to finish out this historic set of matches. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and figured it was just easier for me to go ahead and stream it, as all morning I've been working on setting up for Tuesday and Wednesday times and getting everything ready for all that. So yeah, we're going to go and hop into our matches, and thanks everybody for showing up today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Mm, 1111, I guess. Gonna be our first foe for the day. And I gotta remember, this is best of 3 actually going into this. So y'all know most of the time I'm not a best of 3 kind of player. I do like this hand. This is a strong hand, especially if they play something down for me to get use out of Domri's ambush, like a Llanowar Elf. That's real good. So we'll lead out with the Llanowar. Turn 2, we'll play Burning Tree Emissary into another Burning Tree Emissary into a Domri's ambush. Or we could go Gruul Spellbreaker. Or we could go Burning Tree Emissary, Gruul Spellbreaker. A lot of options here. We may go Hasted Gruul Spellbreaker to take out their Narset there. So let's see. Gonna get this down. Gonna get this down. And yeah, I think we will throw this down hasted. So we can go ahead and get in here. Take that out. So all in all, fairly solid. We have a decent board state so far. Welcome to all those of you that are just joining us. We're finishing out our 3-0 matches with the historic challenge right now, so we may not even get through all of it today, actually. Well, we kind of need to. The event ends. We'll see how far we get. I do have work today. I still got to eat breakfast, all that good stuff. I woke up and saw that the internet was back and immediately had to get back to work because it being out for a day and a half really fucked me. So we'll see what number 4 here has, or 1000. I don't know what to call him. Guess we could just call him Liliana. So they're playing probably Simic Flash, if I had to guess about it. Double blue isn't good for us. Like, it isn't great. I really want to play the Spellbreaker, but I feel like I'm playing into a trap there. Like an Essence Capture, maybe. If that's the case, I just want to Domri's ambush my Spellbreaker against their Llanowar and get in for max damage. I think that's the safest play, given the opponent we're up against. Because it's looking very, and it could also be a negate, in which case... Oh, Growth Spiral. Okay. I was completely wrong. That's okay, we'll still get in good damage and get down another Llanowar Elf. So that'll be 8 damage. So down to 8, we actually have lethal on board for next turn, so not a bad play. Another Growth Spiral. This could be a Nexus deck, maybe? If so, I don't think they're quite going to get there. Ooh, Ember Cleave. Oh, but we don't have 2 red mana, so that's unfortunate. But we'll throw down our Spellbreaker with haste. And that should be lethal. Right there. Root Snare. Ooh, you forget all about those cards, right? It's historic though, so they are all back. I need to remember that as well. Should also probably close my window, but honestly, getting air into the room isn't a bad thing. But yeah, y'all will have to excuse. Ooh, Nexus of Fate already. That's spicy. Well, we can't assume that we've won this quite yet, I guess. Also, I do apologize for the large truck driving by. Yeah. As I've said, they've been working on the power and internet everywhere, so... We'll hope that... Okay, yeah. Well, our opponent just conceded in a game 1. That's fantastic. I was gonna say we'll hope that that truck continues to mosey on. So, what are ways that we can do this? We really need to be quick with it, quick with this victory, because we've seen once they get too far ahead. And honestly, I think where we're at with our deck is probably the quickest layout we have. The rest of this is really in here to deal with control and for those going longer matches. So yeah, I think this is fun, and it appears that truck is stopping somewhere near, so I may have to end up closing the window, but we'll see. I just know if the dogs get to hearing people outside and all that, they'll start barking, and yeah, they're stopping for construction. Okay. Yep, there goes the dogs. Alright, so y'all have to excuse them if they bark. The old root snare. Yep, Daniel, it got me. I was like, haha, they can't hit me with a settle. You know, not that they're in the right colors or any of that, but Girl Spellbreaker helps against that. But root snare fucks all. So our opponent finally decided what they want to sideboard here. If we win this match, we'll actually end up going 4-0, and the possibility of going 7-0 really excites me. I don't know what my prize is, but yeah, I'll be happy nonetheless. I'm actually gonna keep this hand. It's very risky, but turn 2 we have Burning Tree Emissary into a Zertal, and if we can hit one more land, there's a Gruul Spellbreaker. So we have options. We have growth that can come from this, and it's a very fast hand. That's the main reason why I love it. So pay 2 there, get down Land of War, and actually we're gonna go turn 2 Burning Tree Emissary into a Gruul Spellbreaker, and I think we're gonna put a counter on it so that way we can actually deal more damage per turn, because we really need to churn out damage very, very quickly here before they can actually get those root snares up and everything else. Love Struck Beast. Okay, so they sideboarded in some more creatures. So this is happening for sure. Then yeah, let's go ahead and get down the Gruul Spellbreaker with a +1/+1 counter. And now when they play that Love Struck Beast, we're going to use Domri's Ambush on our Gruul Spellbreaker and take it out. And then we'll still have 2 mana left over. We can either play a Zertal, or we can use Collision Colossus to deal some extra damage. I'd rather save Collision Colossus as a bit of a surprise. They're actually not going to play a Love... Oh, there they go. Okay. So I say they're actually not going to play a Love Struck Beast. That's very, very surprising. But they did in the end, so... Domri's Ambush here to there. Take that out. And then we just get down to Zertal. And again, we're going to put a... Yeah, we're going to put a counter on it because they have the 2 1/1s. We can swing in with the Burning Tree Emissary, and I think we should. Maybe. Sure. We'll see if they want to go for the double block. They will, so they're just going to use their other Love Struck Beast as the defender. That's alright. Got rid of those 2, and this means that when they play the Love Struck Beast, we'll swing in with the Zertal and the Gruul Spellbreaker. They'll block the Gruul Spellbreaker. We will use Collision Colossus. Gruul Spellbreaker stays alive. Might as well swing all in here. Even if they block the Llanowar, we can still buff it to the point of killing Lovestruck Beast, so all's fine no matter how they block. And actually, if they block the Llanowar, we can put it on one of our other creatures and just have lethal, so... There we go. So there's a whole lot of damage. They're down to 3. We have lethal on board, but again, that root snare can be quite a bitch, so we'll have to hope we dodge it this time around. Let's see. Now they do have Blast Zone, but they can't use it this turn, so... Chemist's Insight. They'd have to hit a land plus a root snare, right? Alright, there's the concede. So we're up to 4-0. Fantastic. Oh, it goes all the way to 8. Okay. So maybe we can go 8-0. Who knows? Halfway there. I'm living on a prayer, so we'll have to see. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are playing this event towards the end here, but that makes sense. Ricky Spanish going to be our next foe for the day. Y'all know I love seeing a whole lot of Burning Tree Emissaries early. I'll keep it. If they do play something, we can do our combo all the way up to Bone Crusher Giant and take out something as well. So it's not necessarily a bad turn 2. 3 creatures plus 2 damage. Search. Oh, I don't like all these Nexus of Fate decks. Like, come on, people. Be original. Not that I'm being original, but you know what I mean. Play something new, not something really, really old. It's just my personal opinion on it. Now, since they are playing Nexus, we are going to go ahead and Bone Crusher them in the face because it's all about that damage. Thankfully, we did hit a mana that turn, so we can play Bone Crusher Giant, or we could actually play the Embercleave, right? Embercleave is going to be more damage. That's going to be 6, 8, 10 damage, so they're all the way down to 8. We can almost kill them. We can kill them on the next turn, so that's fantastic news. Alright, all the time in the world, Ricky is going to take it. Throwing away a Tamio. They're probably looking for a root snare if they don't already have one. That Blast Zone is very, very scary for us. Tell you what we're going to do. We are going to use Embercleave. They don't have the mana really to counter. I mean, Negate does exist, obviously, but we'll have to hope that they don't run it in the main board. It does land. And it does land. So no root snare. Fingers crossed. Here we go. There it is. Now that does mean that they can't tick up their Blast Zone, but they can always play more lands, take it up next turn, and they do only need 2 counter charges on the Blast Zone, so they only have to add 1. Fortunately though, if we can get a Llanowar down, we can also get a Questing Beast down, which will dodge the Blast Zone on the Burning Tree Emissaries, and when you equip a Questing Beast with an Embercleave, it becomes very, very scary, so... Lovestruck Beast is coming down for our foe. I think we go Llanowar into Zerta, double counters, and we do swing in with this equipped Burning Tree Emissary because it can get through with damage and it can take out the Lovestruck Beast, and that's what we really need. So if we have to re-equip it, so be it, but taking out that defender is the main priority. Now the question for next turn is really, do we equip the Embercleave or do we play the Questing Beast? I guess we'll have to see what they do. They play a Lovestruck Beast. So we actually can't equip plus play Bone Crusher, which is really, really terrible for us. I don't want to play a Questing Beast because it'll just defend with the Lovestruck Beast. So I'm thinking we equip one of these to the Burning Tree Emissary once again. Because if we equip it to a Zerta, the Zerta will still die, and granted it gets in more damage. I'd rather have that damage for later. So we're just going to equip and swing in. They're not going to allow it to go through, which means we at least get another Lovestruck Beast out of the way. And yeah, here's hoping. Now if we play the Questing Beast, it comes down as a 4/4. That's 6, that's 9, that's 10 damage. Or if we equip Embercleave, that goes up to a 4/4. That's 8 damage, 10 damage, 11 damage. So it's 1 more damage. That's interesting. So I guess either way, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and get down the Questing Beast. They probably have another Root Snare. What do y'all think? Root Snare? Root Snare? Is it a Root Snare? Yeah, it is. Man, these... Oh, no, it's not. They're just going to concede. Alrighty, so match 1, I'm sorry, being picked up by us. And again, we've seen that this is the best route, really, is just to keep the deck as is up against these Nexus of Fates deck. It's all about getting in that damage and getting it in as soon as possible. So, but if we can win this next match, then we'll go up to 5-0. I gotta say, it's crazy. I didn't think this deck would actually go this far undefeated, but you know, I guess aggro does win out over these drawn out decks that just aim to play for 10 hours in one match, right? Alright, so Ricky Spanish is sideboarding. We'll have to see what they do. They already have Love Struck Beast in their main board. I can't imagine that they will sideboard that out, as it is a very good matchup against us. It really slows us down, so... Sorry about the dogs again. Neighbors, construction, all that good stuff going on all around us means they will be barking. Hopefully everything can get resolved before tomorrow and Wednesday, though, so that way we can have a nice clean stream. We have the potential to get flooded, but if we draw into a Zertal, it's really good on a turn 2. You get a 3/3 Pelt Collector that can swing in. Even if we don't, we still get a 2/2 Pelt Collector and damage with a Bone Crusher, so, you know, either way, we're getting in some damage. We're going to have to hope that our opponent isn't playing Nexus of Fate. I think we've gotten really lucky up against those past 2 opponents, to be completely honest, so... We'll go ahead and pay this and get in a Pelt Collector. We did draw into a Zertal, but if they end up getting the... Well, they can't get down the Love Struck Beast in time, so that's actually really good for us. So we play this, we play Burning Tree Emissary, we play Zertal, we buff our Pelt Collector a ton, and we get in for some damage. Collision Colossus, I think we're going to go that route as opposed to using Bone Crusher to finish off their Love Struck Beast, because obviously that will be a problem. Now they're probably going to defend with the 1/1 here. I couldn't imagine why they wouldn't, considering it's a Nexus of Fate. They're not trying to kill me with creatures, they're trying to kill me with endless turns, right? So there's the block. Next turn we can expect the Love Struck Beast, in which case we'll have mana for Colossus ready. Actually, it kills us either way, right? Even if we use Colossus, because it's a 5/5. Ooh, Questing Beast. Actually, we can't get that down quite yet. So we can either trade a Zertal here, or wait for a Questing. But the Questing Beast is going to die as well, and that's a bit drawn out, I think. So we're going to go ahead and pay that life. Actually, we shouldn't have. I'm so sorry about that. We should not have paid there. Not that it really matters. Our health isn't what's going to be in question here. So I think what I'm going to do, swing in with the Zertal. I really want to keep the Pelt Collector back, at least until it can get Trample. You know what I mean? And then we'll see what they do with the Love Struck. They may not defend. They may just say, fine, I'll take the 3 damage, because 3 damage isn't that scary, and it's not going at too rapid of a pace. So, indeed, they're just going to take it. If that's the case, so we don't waste mana, I'm going to go ahead and play the Bone Crusher Giant. And that'll buff the Pelt Collector, and then on our next turn, we can either play the Questing Beast or use Collision Colossus. We'll see. No Root Snare coming down for our opponent, so that's good. We either swing all in or we keep mana for Collision Colossus. I'm gonna swing all in, because this is a lot of damage, and I want to see who they block with Love Struck. They're gonna block the Zertal. I think I am going to still Colossus the Zertal. Even though it dies, it gets damage through this way. And this will put him really, really low to the point to where I can just Questing Beast, right? So, oh, also it buffs the Pelt Collector. We'll have to see if they have the answer here. If they have the key. They don't. Ricky Spanish gonna concede. My oh my. Domination. Getting some rewards here. Hardcover. Not exactly a card I play a whole lot, but that puts us up to 5-0, so... Well, I gotta say that either we've played really well or this deck is just excellent. Or maybe a combination. Maybe we've played pretty well and the deck is excellent as well, so... Oh. Alrighty. Arum Wiz. I will play first. Yes, thank you. So turn 1, potential turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, maybe. It's looking good for those. Oh no, we can't. We can't turn 1 Pelt Collector. That's terrible. So we're gonna have to go turn 2, turn 3, figure something else out. Now there's more and more trucks pouring in, so if the noises get to be too much, we may have to just call it on the stream, because I'd rather not give a very unpleasant experience while just trying to finish out these matches. I can always finish them out on my own. Oh yeah, they're parking right beside the house again. So they did this last night so they could go back in the woods and work on the stuff, and the dogs are about to go crazy. So I'll probably have to end stream up here a little early, but we'll try and get through this last set of matches at least. I just don't want the dogs to start barking and then people to start working, and you know, it to be a I don't know, a testing ground for sound quality, right? Not exactly what I want to do. So I think we will just Bone Crusher Giant here and kill that thing, and no attacks because that trade is still favorable for them. We could have waited until instant speed. I suppose that would have been much better and smarter. Ah well, you live and you learn, right? So we need 5 mana for the Skargan Hellkite. I can actually shock in the Stomping Ground and play the Land of War and Bone Crusher, which seems fun. It seems like this is going to be a bit of a slower game, which honestly isn't a terrible thing. But getting down that Skargan Hellkite into potentially an Embercleave, that could end the game very quickly actually for us. So, or for them rather, not for us. Do I want to swing in here? It does take out a lot of their mana if they double block into my Pelt Collector, and since I have the Skargan Hellkite as an option, I think I do want to, because again, this slows them down by taking out their mana if they choose to block. If not, it just puts them a little bit lower and closer to lethal. So are they going to use Field of Ruin on one of my split lands? Because I'll still have plenty of land to do with to do what I want with it. Sorry, that sentence got a bit jumbled. Alright, taking their sweet time. And it was on my turn nonetheless. 20 viewers, wow, thanks everybody for coming out and showing support. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Those of you that are just joining us, we are finishing up our matches in Historic Challenge. We're up to 5-0 actually, so pretty excited about that. They do have a Nissa. Not going to swing in with the land as I expected. Now here's the thing: if I don't put a counter on Skargan Hellkite, I can still swing in. But if I do put a counter, then we can always remove the Land of War very easily if a situation turns south. Of course, if we swing in with the Pelt Collector and the Bone Crusher, I can always equip the Embercleave to the Bone Crusher and guarantee that Nissa dies this turn, which is potentially very good. I could also play the Zertal plus a Collision Colossus to make sure that she dies and keep Skargan Hellkite back. If I play this, I really want to haste it. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna We're going to haste it. And we're going to take all 3 and send them there. Now, they shouldn't block here with their 4s. They should just take it. Unless, of course, they want to remove my Bone Crusher or my Pelt Collector. Are they really about to pay a land for that, though? Oh, I can't imagine that's a great position. Okay, they're not. I was about to say, that's you don't want to do that. Your Nis is going to die regardless, so... Alright, come our turn, we do play the Embercleave on the Skargan Hellkite. That'll be 10 damage, so they're down to 8 guaranteed. Collision Colossus. Whoa. If we draw into a land, we could Collision Colossus. No, wait. We don't even need to draw into a land. We'll attack with these 3. It'll make this cost 3. We'll still have 2 mana left over. We Collision Colossus. Skargan Hellkite goes up to an 8/8, goes up to a 9, or not an 8/8, but it goes up to a 8/6, and then it goes up to a 9/7. What double strike? That's lethal. Oh, but they have a fucking goose. That goose is getting in my way. Well, we're still going to do it because it's an awesome amount of damage, and that's what we're about. We're about showing dominance. And, so yeah. Next. We actually don't have to swing in with all 3 creatures, but I want to. I really want to. So next to blockers. They block with the goose. We knew they would. Actually, wait a minute. If they're going to do that, we just go here, right? Because it does the same amount of damage and they're not blocking it. Come on. I guess we also hope they don't have a cast down. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Cast down is in this mode. Oh no. If they cast down my Bone Crusher Giant, I'm gonna be so sad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, okay, they just take the loss. Fantastic. Ooh, get them, fam. I'm trying to, James. I'm trying to. Certainly been a spicy game. So, knowing that they're playing the Explore package, I mean, it could potentially go into a longer game. If it does, wouldn't I rather have Great Hinge or Domri Anarch of Bolas? Domri allows me to kill the Wild Growth Walkers that they're going to be playing, right? Because we only have 3 copies of Domri's Ambush, and Lord knows if they hit those, we're going to be in for some trouble. But what would I take out and not harm the deck? Honestly, this I hate that I'm not really playing into the sideboard, but at the same time, we went up against Simic Flash and now Golgari Explorer, so neither one really warrant us to want to go this, because this is like if the opponent is forcing us to go slower, that's when we want to play these cards. Not if we're trying to go quicker, because these cards don't really help us go any quicker. Claim the Firstborn, actually. Claim the Firstborn could be really, really good for us. I'm hesitant to take out Atlanta War, but Claim the Firstborn, it could be so good. It could be so good for us, so. Alright, we'll have to hope they don't get out their combo too quick, because Lord knows if they get going with this Golgari Explorer, it's going to be devastating for us. We're not going to be able to deal the damage, and their creatures are going to get much, much bigger. So they also get to play first this time around. Having 3 Zertog Goblins, nowhere near as good as having 3 Burning Tree Emissaries. I'm going to mulligan this. This isn't strong. Ah! This is even worse. Because now not only do we have a tap land for turn 1, we have a tap land for turn 2. I'm going to hit a mulligan. Oh my god. Oh man. Those were so bad. I should have just kept my first hand. Yikes. Alrighty. Well, RNG, please be on my side. This may be the first match we drop, actually. I don't think we've lost a single match in this event. Not a single game, but a single match. Massacre Girl. Oh yeah, they have the power. They have the power to actually bring us down. Alright, so we'll do the best we can with what we have, but if we just get flooded, which is there is a great possibility of that, we're just in trouble. If they play Massacre Girl anytime soon, we're in trouble. Nissa, trouble. I think y'all understand where I'm coming from now. There's a whole lot of trouble. If I had to guess about it, also, since they're playing Explorer, I'd have to say that they're playing Bolas' Citadel, which means if they get to that point as well, we're equally in trouble. So, oh, bum bum bum. And yeah, we are getting flooded. Shit. For sake of time, it may be better just to take this loss and move on. Try and get a better hand, because honestly, we got fucked. I guess keeping the 3 Zertas don't seem so bad now, but that Massacre Girl still would have wiped them. It would have made for a very, very different game. I'll say that. Their deck doesn't look like they want a Massacre Girl, right? Like, you really want to remove all of your sources of mana? No. And it would kill everything, so I don't know. The Massacre Girl add-in to their deck just seems very weird. Good day, all you wonderful people. What is up, Pargellin? Hope you're having a good one as well. Alright, Arum, what are you doing? Play the Massacre Girl or don't, but don't keep sitting there. Yeah, so they're actually about to start getting underway, it sounds like. We'll try and finish out these matches. Yikes, they didn't attack. That is crazy. Why would you not attack? Alright, well, Questing Beast, come on down. It'll at least build our Pel Collector. If we do that, we have the potential to kill Nissa. I mean, that could be really good for us. What we would need to win this game is like a Skargan Hellkite plus Embercleave, and for them to do absolutely nothing. They're gonna double block the Pel Collector. That's very strange. Why not just single block it? Well, I'm obviously gonna take out the Overgrown Tomb. That has much more potential and power to it. And Questing Beast, what is coming down for you? Assassin's Trophy. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Take action. I will take action. Oh boy. Ah, so there's the reason for the double block. That makes sense. This person is thinking ahead. Alright, so our board is completely cleared. They have plenty of mana. They have plenty of creatures. Yeah, not bad so far. Trying to get caught up after the holidays got me running in circles. I feel you there, man. We are currently getting our asses handed to us, which honestly it feels very very surprising. Alright, so depending on what we draw, actually I don't even know if there's anything we can draw that would, I mean, Skargan Hellkite's our best bet, but even in tapping to attack the Nissa, yeah, this is going to be a good GG on a game, or a match 2 here. So we're going to a match 3. I don't know if I've seen a match 3 with this deck. Bum bum bum. Alright, so I mean, we got some bad draws there. Like, I want to make sideboard changes, but at the same time, we got really bad draws. We got all the way down to 5 mana, and that was about it. We might want to go for a Great Henge, though. It will increase our draw. And a Vivian. I think both of those two are good. Bone Crusher is probably fine. We'll take out some Zertos because we don't really need that early damage as much, as I don't think we'll be able to get in with it. Claim the Firstborn's fun. Dominy's Ambush is fun. Maybe take down an Embercleave. I almost want to throw in Carnage Tyrant as well, just because it has the hexproof, so they can't kill it with an Assassin's Trophy or a cast down or any of that kind of stupid shit, which makes it very, very hard to deal with, right? So we'll throw in a Carney T, take out a Spellbreaker. I guess we'll take out a Burning Tree Emissary, as they're not as important. Oh shit! Lovestruck Beast. I should have put in Lovestruck Beast for Gruul Spellbreaker. There it is. We will play first. Oh. This game does not want me to win. Alright, we're keeping this because Lord help us if we don't. I'll get rid of the forest. Oh man. Alright, these draws. Well, I guess I should have gotten rid of the Fabled Passage. So we could have for sure played the Gruul Spellbreak on turn 2. Yeah. Well, hell. I can do this. Make up for my mistake. That's alright. No harm, no foul. We may have to shock in Stomping Ground, you know, 2 damage. But Hello Doc, is going well the challenge? Yeah, it's going pretty well. We are currently at 5-0. If we can manage to win this match 3, we'll go up to 6-0, which, not gonna lie, will make me feel very, very happy. Llanowar, another land, and maybe a goose or something. Field of Ruin. Half of me wants to throw it in with haste just to get in that damage, but the other half says go for the counter. So we're gonna go for the counter. Claim to the Firstborn might allow us to make some tricky plays here or there. We'll have to see. We are 1 mana away from the Skargan Hellkite, which is nice. Up to 30 viewers, man! Thanks everybody. You are wonderful. Go to Goose. Okay, so they're ramping pretty hard on us. Pretty hard. Alright, so that forest actually means that next turn we have the Skargan Hellkite. Skargan Hellkite plus Embercleave is our quick win route, I think. So, I don't want to claim the Firstborn. I will get in with the Gruul Spellbreaker because that extra damage there could make all the difference in the world. So, next turn we go Skargan Hellkite. I think we put a counter on it so that way when we play the Embercleave it goes up to a 6/6, which makes it deal 12 damage to face. If we could draw it into a Collision Colossus, y'all already know that would be fantastic as well. Wild Growth Walker is not what we want to see. Into a Jade Light. Oh no, it's slipping away. Oh, and they hit 2 Murderous Riders? Are you... Oh no. I think this might be our first loss here. Here's the thing. If we play a Skargan Hellkite, 10,000% they Murderous Rider it. There's no situation in which they don't. We could Embercleave this turn, swing in with the Gruul Spellbreaker and Embercleave on it. I want to do that actually. So this will take them down to 12. Now, if we can get the Skargan Hellkite in, get a counter on it, and get the Embercleave on it, and attack, which sounds like a lot, we might actually be able to do this. Probably not, because Vraska kills our Spellbreaker, which means they still have the Murderous Rider up for the Skargan Hellkite. They get in a lot of damage here. I don't see a world where we beat this. Really, this is a great matchup against our deck. It's hard to see or fathom many situations where we could actually beat this. So even if we were to throw this down with haste and say we had enough mana to put Embercleave on it, it would still only go up to a 5/5, and we'd be 2 damage short. Now, if we were able to claim the Firstborn and and swing in with one of their creatures, that would be a different story. The fact that they have that Goated Goose up, I really, really hate. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and throw down a Burning Tree Emissary, and I think I am going to claim the Firstborn and swing their Wild Growth Walker at their Vraska. That should kill their Jade Light Ranger, right? If I swing in with their Jade Light Ranger, then they'll just block it with the Goose, and that's not really worthwhile, you know. And we don't want to equip our Embercleave to their Wild Growth Walker before anyone. Well, I guess they could always do that as well. No harm, no foul, huh? Alright, let's actually go ahead and equip our Embercleave to our Burning Tree Emissary so it actually has a little bit more defense, and maybe they'll use that Murderous Rider to... Oh, by the way, they didn't reveal 2 Murderous Riders. They revealed the same Murderous Rider twice. That's what was going on, so that's actually good. That's really good news. We want them to Murderous Rider our Burning Tree Emissary because we want our Skargan Hellkite to get in with the damage. So will you do it? They will. Alright, well, we're about to take a lot of damage. What is that? 7, 9, 10 damage. We're down to 4. Oh, man. That's not good. Can we even pull this off? We only have enough mana to cast it. Yeah, no. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We were just really, really close, though. Really, really close. If we could have hasted this in and had 2 more mana with which to play this Embercleave onto the Skargan Hellkite. Ah, so close. Alright, well, that's going to be our first loss, like hard loss in this event. We are now 5-1. I feel a little bad, but at the same time, you know, picking up your first loss at 5 victories isn't the end of the world. It's already 1 o'clock. I tell y'all what, I am going to go ahead and call it a day. The construction workers are doing their thing. The dogs are getting restless, and you know, it's already 1 o'clock. I got work today. Now, unfortunately, we can't come back and finish these matches, so 5-1 is what we ended up going. I'll never know if I could have got to 8 victories or not. I'm going to assume I could have, maybe. Of course, if we ran into 2 more of those decks, yeah, that would have been 5-3 for sure. It's unfortunate that I won't get to finish this, but I have other things I need to do, and because the power and internet went out, it really fucked me on this event. So thanks everybody nonetheless for coming out. 30 viewers, that is insane. We've been getting more and more viewers with each and every live stream, and I've got to say I'm absolutely loving it. So I will see all of you wonderful folks, ladies, gents, kids, adults, you know, all that good stuff, tomorrow, hopefully, for our brewing for Theros Beyond Death for the live stream come Wednesday, because we are going to be in the pre-release event. Shout out to Wizards for that. And yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Tomorrow is going to be kicked back. Really chill. We're just gonna be brewing up some decks. If y'all have ideas, or if you have something that you want to see played in the Theros pre-release event, I'll be trying to get around to everything. And yeah, and then come Wednesday, like I said, we'll be starting up around 10:45ish, streaming until 7 or 8ish. I'll take a break and go sleep and eat and hang out with Eva and all that. I'll wake up and we'll do probably like 5 to 9 and do that last little 4-hour leg of the pre-release event. So all that being said and out of the way, I'm gonna hop out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day or night, whatever it may be, wherever y'all are, and as always, peace.